welcome back to Gracey209. I do apologize for the delay. A little bit of technical difficulties trying to get things going for the stream, but I'm back. I'm glad you guys have joined me once again. Another interesting day in the crypto markets, of course. I will try not to shake this stand today. Another interesting day in the crypto markets. Let's see where we're at. DogeCoin, we did pop over 25 cents, not for too long though, as we are back down with a slight correction. Oh, let me get the music going. Hold on. With a slight correction, not too bad, but pulling us down just a little bit. DogeCoin is doing good though, holding at 25.6. As I did say, we did make it over 25 cents. Not for too long though. It is looking, in my opinion, it is looking a little bearish. Things are looking like there will be another correction in the way. I'm hoping that there's not another correction, but it does seem as though it might be possible that we are in the realms for another correction. But until then, I hope you all are holding strong, because this is just the beginning. We have only begun for DogeCoin. Think back, DogeCoin was below 1 penny. We are still over 25 cents for one DogeCoin, which is truly, truly amazing. I just seem to continually buy more cryptocurrency because it just feels so right. Something about holding not only DogeCoin and Bitcoin, but just cryptocurrency as well. All the other altcoins that are out there, I feel content when I'm holding cryptocurrencies instead of fiat, because I know that in the next few years I'm going to have much more purchasing power than I currently do just holding regular dirty fiat. So I'm pretty excited to see the years to come, how much of a difference a small investment can make. I cannot stress that enough. It doesn't take a lot to invest in the crypto market. The same goes for the stock market. Yeah, for bigger returns, you do have to invest a larger amount in the stock market. But for cryptocurrency, you can invest a very small amount if you are in a project that starts off really small and then does get adopted and have a nice use case with it. But a lot of these cryptocurrencies, you don't have to put in too much to have a nice return back. And the same goes true with DogeCoin. You know, had you bought DogeCoin at this time, you would have had this much. Same with Bitcoin, this and that. But the same can go true if you are just continually purchasing a small amount of cryptocurrency, adding to your portfolio. And that's the main thing you want to do. You want to hold good projects in your portfolio for long term. Yes, DogeCoin is a meme cryptocurrency, and we are just here for the fun and the community for DogeCoin. But now it has turned into a legitimate project. We have DogeCoin developers trying to get the transaction cost of DogeCoin down, so meaning that the use of DogeCoin would be much cheaper than using Ethereum or Bitcoin, stuff like that. But I'm very excited, just very, very excited still in the crypto market, if you cannot tell. Cryptocurrency has changed my outlook on finances by quite a lot. I didn't really think about money before. I mean, well, I thought about money, but it didn't really occur to me, you know, like when I'm going to be 30, 40 years old. I mean, that's not too far off, don't get me wrong, but, you know, 40, 50, I'll say, that's a little further. You know, how I'm going to have income, how I'm going to have a steady income stream when I am in those older years. And working is not an option. Well, for me now, even working can seem to be difficult at some times. But I do come on and do YouTube for you guys, so I can see this as a job because it does take a lot of effort and energy, as you can see, if I can even get on the live stream to live stream with you guys. But yes, I don't want to have to worry. That's the main thing. Investing in cryptocurrency, you aren't going to have to worry about finances in the next 5 to 10 years. Hopefully a little sooner than that, but it's a long-term outlook. You want those long-term gains, not only for taxes and having a long-term capital gains tax instead of a short-term capital gains tax, but just all the other incentives that come with holding your cryptocurrency for as long as you possibly can. Alright, now Bitcoin is looking a little bearish. I'm not surprised but not surprised, because it just seems like the price suppression continues. I fully believe that Bitcoin would be well over $40,000 right now if we did not have selling pressure in the market currently at the moment. But in a way, I do think it's due to the stock market making all-time highs and the stock market having a correction soon. I know that the stock market is going to have a healthy pullback. I don't know when, so we're living in euphoria at the moment with the stock market, but I'm getting prepared. I'm getting prepared for that correction in the stock market. I can't even stop saying stock market. In the stock market, because when the correction comes, your short-term trades, if you are a trader in the stock market, I do trade stocks every so often, you want to pull out of your positions, because, and the same thing with cryptocurrency, if a correction is coming out and you're trading hoping to buy back more cryptocurrency on a dip, then you're going to want to pull out of your positions before we hit those lower levels. It's holding strong, though. I will say we are holding strong. Usually when we have nice run-ups, we usually hold. We have a nice consolidation area holding in that higher price value, say 26 cents, where DogeCoin did pop over. We should have been holding 26 cents. But DogeCoin had that correction below 26 cents, so I'm like, okay, things are looking a little bearish still, even with Bitcoin still below that $35,000 to $40,000 region. Very, very important, only because we've had that bounce off of $30,000 like 3 or 4 times for Bitcoin now. So you can definitely see that $30,000 is the bottom for Bitcoin. So if $30,000 is the bottom, we should be making higher areas of support in the overall market. But it's not looking as though that is happening for some reason. Just too much selling pressure. People are still scared. I know it's a scary moment seeing red, but that is a buying opportunity. When you see red, you should be purchasing as much cryptocurrency as you possibly can. Not financial advice. Make sure you're investing your money in the correct projects, into the correct cryptocurrencies. Excuse me. Bitcoin being the first choice. It should be your main holding in your portfolio is Bitcoin. It is the #1 cryptocurrency that was created, so you definitely want to have a large holding in Bitcoin. Not downing DogeCoin. I know there are people who hold only DogeCoin because that was the cryptocurrency that they were introduced to. But it is good to diversify your portfolio to have more stability. It does look as if things are trying to come back. Things have not came back yet. I will say that. We have not fully recovered, but we are trying to. I don't know if you guys can hear the music. Can you guys hear the music? Let me check to see if the music isn't too low and I'm not just talking your ear off. I think it's good. Thank you guys so much for the likes. That does help with the YouTube algorithm. I think it's good. Thank you guys. Yeah, the music is alright. It's not too loud. I just don't want to blow your eardrum out. Alright, so we're trying to pull back, a nice pullback for DogeCoin, still above 25.5. We would love to see that 26 cent region. I've seen DogeCoin above 26 cents 3 times now. The first time was the initial run-up we had from, I think it was 15 cents or 12 to 15 cents. Then we blew past 25 and 26 cents, made it to 30, 35 cents, and then, you know, the all-time high of 70 cents. And now we're playing around this region of 25 to 26 cents again, which is good because we're not having further corrections bringing us too far below. But as I said, that is still due in part for Bitcoin not recapturing the price values of $35,000 to $40,000. So I'm sure there's not too much FUD going on in the market. I did not get too much time to look over exactly what is happening. But there's so many articles saying what to invest in to crush DogeCoin, what's going to outperform DogeCoin, and the answer is basically nothing, because DogeCoin has such a huge following that the way it's going, I don't see us turning back from here. If we were, then DogeCoin would have fell to lower levels around 10 to 12 cents long ago. But as you can see, the chart is holding strong, very, very strong. I'm still quite surprised, as you can see, because when I first found DogeCoin, it was like the ugly duckling. It really was. DogeCoin was the ugly duckling of cryptocurrencies. It was not an attractive investment because the price of it was so low. And I said the same thing, just recently, not too long ago, the same thing about this Shiba Inu. I said, well, maybe I should buy some, not only because, you know, it's at such a low price, but, you know, it's a meme crypto, and it can grow a following over time. The same thing that happened to DogeCoin. No one was looking at it. You know, they were saying, oh, this crypto isn't going to go anywhere. And then 2 years later, you had over 1,000% return. I myself had over 1,000% return, which is just crazy, because had I known that, I would have allocated a lot more assets into DogeCoin at that earlier moment. But we cannot turn back. The same thing is true for Bitcoin. Oh, well, I wish I could have go back and buy Bitcoin for $1 when one Bitcoin was $10. I wish I can go back and stack up on my Bitcoin. Well, you can stack up on your cryptocurrency right now. Now is the moment. It's going to be too late talking about it, saying, oh, well, DogeCoin was at 20 cents, and then we basically doubled, and we made it back up to 50 cents. I know it's fully true that DogeCoin will double from here, recapturing 50 cents. It's going to be pretty hard to capture the all-time high. I know we all want to see all-time highs for cryptocurrencies, but you have to be realistic. That does not happen 100% of the time. Usually cryptocurrencies will make an all-time high, they will drop down very hard, people taking profits, and then when the momentum starts again, that's when we find these consolidation areas where DogeCoin is, 20 cents, 25 cents, 30 cents, making higher areas of support, ultimately breaking out again. But it's going to take a lot of capital to push DogeCoin back up to those higher regions. I'm quite confident in it happening, though. As I did state, it does seem as though we are in a slight bear market. I do think, yes, we can be in like a short-term, like ever so small bear market, but we're still bullish. It sounds weird how that is working. Like, yeah, we're pulling back a bit, but we're still very, very bullish. The momentum for cryptocurrency is growing. The mass adoption for cryptocurrency is still happening. Countries are adopting Bitcoin as legal tender. Whole countries, and this is El Salvador, airdropping all of their citizens who signed up for the, I think it's some trading app or some way you can get the Bitcoin, but they're sending $30 in El Salvador, airdropping it to multiple people, and that's a lot of Bitcoin. That's a lot of cryptocurrencies that these whole countries have to purchase. And it's not only the governments and the central banking systems of the countries, but it's the population as well, the citizens who want access to cryptocurrency, they're going to want to get a hold of cryptocurrency when they hear their country is giving out Bitcoin. The momentum is only going to grow from here, and I keep saying that. We're still in the beginning stages. It seems hard to believe because we keep having these corrections and pullbacks, but nothing goes up in a straight line. It happens in the stock market, it happens in cryptocurrency, it happens in every single market that's trading a security or asset. It can go up very quickly, but it's going to have a correction and consolidation moment. So we have to be patient, very, very patient. Still hearing articles about Elon Musk and DogeCoin. Now he's supporting cryptocurrency. I don't know where Elon Musk is on crypto. If he's supporting it, if he's not supporting it, if he says something bad about crypto one day, then the whole market goes down. One person does not dictate the entirety of the crypto markets. We all control the crypto markets because we're the ones that are investing into the crypto market. So if you're holding cryptocurrency, in a way you have control over those crypto assets in particular. It's not Elon Musk tweeting. It's not what Michael Saylor says. It's what Michael Saylor is doing. You want to do what Michael Saylor is doing and purchase cryptocurrency? Yes, because it's only going to take off from here. We have a lot more growth to see. Oh, this is good. This is good. This is the article that I was reading earlier. DogeCoin craze adds to heightened demand for Shiba Inu dogs. And I said this, it was just so funny. The last viewer, I think his name was Tyrone, the last viewer. Shout out to Tyrone. He said he was on a vacation somewhere, and he saw someone with a Shiba Inu dog, and he's like, oh, what is the coincidence of that I'm invested into Dogecoin, and I just happened to see a Shiba Inu dog while I'm on vacation. It was perfect, the perfect thing. So yeah, it says Dogecoin craze has added heightened demand for the Shiba Inu dog, the actual breed of the dog. So I guess Elon Musk has a Shiba Inu now. On Friday, Elon Musk tweeted, "My Shiba Inu will be named Floki, I think." That's Elon Musk's Shiba Inu dog. This is just great. This is great because people actually, I know it was Dan Held. Dan Held was on, shout out to Dan Held. He was on the, I think it was the Kaiser Report or the Orange Pill podcast, but Dan Held was wearing DogeCoin socks. And you know, Max Kaiser and Stacy Herbert are total Bitcoin maximalists. So it was just so funny when they saw his socks and they were like, those aren't shitcoin socks, are they? And he was like, yeah, these are my shitcoin socks. These are my DogeCoin socks. So if Dan Held is wearing DogeCoin socks around Bitcoin maximalists, you already know that Dogecoin is being bought up. Big institutions, the big players, the people who are in cryptocurrency heavy with hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars, they're buying Dogecoin. They may not tell you they're buying Dogecoin because it's a meme crypto, but they are the ones who are buying Dogecoin because they know how far Dogecoin is going to go. It's just so, it's like funny because it's hilarious. It's a meme token, but it's actually giving you returns. Dogecoin is giving people huge gains. Even if you purchased in at 10 cents, at 8 cents when I was making videos back in February of Dogecoin, at 5 cents and 8 cents, telling everyone the great news about this cryptocurrency and how far I have seen it grown from below a penny. So when I was telling everyone about Dogecoin at 5 and 8 cents, a lot of people bought in. A lot of people bought in at that region. So there are early adopters still for Dogecoin. Not as early as me at below a penny and a penny. Shout out to my early Dogecoin investors. But anyone who's investing in Dogecoin, you are a part of the community. Even if you bought in at 45, 50 cents and now you're at a loss, if you're still holding, then you are a part of the Dogecoin community and you have a spot here on Cali Crypto 209. Happy to have you. So this is great. Shiba Inu dogs. I just know that if people are buying Shiba Inu dogs, if I'm thinking about getting a Shiba Inu dog, I just need a little bit bigger apartment for a Shiba Inu dog. So it says here, interestingly enough, dog breeders Tom and Sandy initially found out about the craze from Elon Musk himself. And for over 30 years, the couple has bred dogs in Pennsylvania. They said it was initially the meme coin which captured the Dogecoin family, the Dogecoin movement, which it did. The Dogecoin Shiba Inu dog is what people are reminded of when they see Dogecoin, and that is why we have such a huge following, because Dogecoin has a brand to it. It has a face, and not a lot of other cryptocurrencies have a face to them. You can say Bitcoin and you can think about Bitcoin and Ethereum, but you can't put a face to it. And it's like, it's funny when you think about that. You can't put a face to Bitcoin and Ethereum and Cardano, all these other cryptocurrencies. You can't put a face to it, but Dogecoin, you can. It's a Shiba Inu dog, and that is why it captures so many people. It pulls everyone in because everyone knows what a dog is. People are interested about cryptocurrency. They want to learn about cryptocurrency, so they're going to buy Dogecoin. Why wouldn't they buy Dogecoin? It just makes perfect sense. All right, I've been on a rampage for this live stream. Going back to the markets, Bitcoin recapturing $34,500, looking strong but steady. It's good that we did capture 34.5, pushing back to 35,000. Bitcoin did make it up to 35,000 earlier today, but we didn't seem to hold for too long, and then now we are trying to tap $35,000 again. So pretty good. Dogecoin back at 25.70, having some nice spikes back over 25.74 and 72. Pretty interesting to see Ethereum as well, back over $2,000. A bit of a sell-off with Ethereum. We did make it to 2200? 2100. Ethereum made it back up to 2100. I was pretty surprised to see that Ethereum actually did tap 1800, because way back when, like a couple months ago, 1800 was the all-time high for Ethereum. We were like, oh my god, Ethereum is at 1800. Ethereum is at 1700. Wow. And that was back when I was buying Ethereum at 1300 and 1200. You know, it was still a lot, but I found it at 12 and 1300. And then it was like, oh, Ethereum 1700, all-time highs. Ethereum 1800, all-time highs. Ethereum 4200, all-time highs. It basically doubled. Ethereum doubled from that 1800 up to 2400, which surprised me even more. I'm still holding my Ethereum. My waiting in Ethereum is not as much as my Bitcoin, of course. And DogeCoin does surpass, for its dollar amount, DogeCoin does surpass my holdings of Ethereum. So you can see that DogeCoin still is my number 2 cryptocurrency holding, right behind Bitcoin. Very happy to hold all of these different cryptocurrencies. But I do still see DogeCoin just as, you know, it's fun, it's a game, we're investing to have returns. I know everyone just wants to make millions of dollars, but you have to remember what cryptocurrency is, and investing into the right projects is what is going to give you the biggest return. And that's what we want. We want the biggest returns possible. So Dogecoin is a fun play. You can have huge returns from Dogecoin, but do remember its history and where it has begun. What was funny to me is that the creator losing out on billions of dollars. I actually made a video, my 1-minute short about Dogecoin. Go ahead and check that out on my channel. It's a good 1-minute video. I said diamond hands make millionaires, because had the creator of Dogecoin not sold his Dogecoin back in 2018, I think it was. I think he sold it back in 2018 or 2017. He literally would have had billions of dollars. Like billions of dollars. He would have been a billionaire from his project, from his own project that he created. And so he bought back in. There's news of the Dogecoin creator buying back in to his creation, which is pretty funny. It's pretty hilarious that he would buy in at, you know, these really high regions, not high regions for the all-time high, but Dogecoin coming from 5 cents up to 25 cents, it's pretty high regions. So that's why everyone says, oh, the gains from Dogecoin have already been made. You know, everyone has taken their profits. But if you if you have diamond hands, the next 2 to 5, even 10 years, if you have super diamond hands, rock hard diamond hands, then you will have a nice return. I think the same thing will play out how Bitcoin gave people really nice returns from buying Bitcoin at $100, and now one Bitcoin is still over $34,000. I've seen Bitcoin at $64,000. I was accumulating Bitcoin at $50,000. I learned my lesson that you must accumulate when there's a dip. Not the dip, but the actual dip. When there's a correction in the market, that is when you want to accumulate on your cryptocurrency. So it is not a bad thing if you are short on cash, if you are trading cryptocurrency. Take your profits. If you are up 100, 200, 500%, like I'm still up 500% over on my DogeCoin, take your profits. Do not be scared to take your profits. Yes, we can diamond hand to the moon, but if your cryptocurrency is completely slashed in half for its value, and you were putting in thousands of dollars, you're going to want to take your profits. If not your initial investment, then take profits on the way up. If we continue to go up, don't sell all of your position. Yeah, you can hold some of your position to still have some exposure, but take your profits, people. Do not be scared to take your profits from the crypto market. That is the point of cryptocurrency. It is pure gains. You were supposed to gain in the crypto market. And if you were the last one holding the bags, I hate to say it that way, but yeah, if you're the last one holding the bags, then you're going to be holding the bags. So you want to take your profits and holding that capital on the side when we do actually dip and have a correction in the market, then you have capital to buy back in the market. And that is what we want to do. We want to be smarter. You want to be smarter. You can't always outsmart the market because you don't necessarily know what the market is going to do. But that's why it never hurts to take out your initial investment, some profits, just so you can have capital on the side ready to purchase more cryptocurrency. You can actually purchase a larger amount of cryptocurrency if you pull out of your position at a higher price, wait until the correction, have patience, wait until the correction, and then buy back in a larger position. I tried doing this. I mean, I do it multiple times, but I tried doing this a couple months ago when DogeCoin had a breakout to its all-time high, which was just the most unsmart thing to do. And that just goes true there. You never know what the markets are going to do. And I pulled out of my position. I pulled out of my position at 55 cents, I think it was, or 52 cents. And then, DogeCoin kept going to 74. I was like, oh no, I made a mistake. I sold some and we kept going and I shouldn't have sold some and this and that. And then you have FOMO, so then you buy back in. And then I didn't buy back in, though. I was familiar with cryptocurrency by this point. And I waited until DogeCoin. I was on Blue Hair Dave saying that I'm waiting until DogeCoin hits sub 40 cents level, and that is when I will buy back in my full position. I have bought back in my full position and some because I just had so much extra capital to buy my original position and more, and have a little bit of capital on the side. So if you start to understand the crypto market, I don't know if you guys can hear the music, it's just so low. There we go, maybe now. I turned it up a notch. It's pretty easy going. I didn't want to have the rap music playing again. Maybe we'll do that for Wednesday or Friday's stream. But what was I talking about? Yeah, you want to make sure you have capital on the side. That's it. That's the main thing. My main point to get across to you. Do not be scared to take a little bit of profits off the table. So we are trying to come back. Don't be frightened by the well gains. If we do have corrections, just not even corrections. If we do have slight pullbacks, because that's what these are, slight pullbacks, ever so slightly, DogeCoin dropping not even 1 cent, 2 cents down, those are slight drops, slight pullbacks, because corrections, as you can see, are 30, 40, 50% decreases in value. So we're not continually having corrections, but that's what I did state earlier in the live stream, that it looks as though, seems as though we are going to have one more pullback to the 31,000, maybe $29,000 region for Bitcoin. That would be pulling DogeCoin possibly back down to sub 20 cents level. It's a very scary moment. You do not know what's going to happen. But then the opposite side, if you're pulling out of the market, waiting until there's a dip, the market never dips and it continues to rip, then you don't have as much exposure to the market because you sold out of some. But then when that happens, you can just dollar cost average back into your position on the way up. It's not a bad thing to average on the way up if your cryptocurrency does continue to go, because then if you're buying back in and it's still ripping, you can continue to sell it. So if it continues to rip, you buy back in your position, wait until it gets a little bit higher, and then sell your position again. And then you'd be able to buy back in when we do have a healthy pullback. So I'm not advocating for Dogecoin investors to trade or swing trade Doge, but there's a lot of money making opportunities. You can make money with volatility, and that's what I'm here to show you guys. I'm here to help you guys make money whatever way possible. We're going through a pandemic. The government is sending out, the stimulus check did help, but it's like you're giving me like 1 month of rent, 1.5 months of rent for like a whole year. For a whole year. We got two stimulus checks, one in the beginning of the year and one in the ending of the year. That was like a little over $2,000 for each person, which is like nothing. So how am I supposed to survive if I do not have, well, yes, I have a steady stream of income, but it's like when the pandemic hit and you can't leave your house and you're quarantined, what am I supposed to do for income? So all of these things played out towards me investing in the stock market, investing and finding cryptocurrency, and then trading stocks, and then trading cryptocurrency, and it's just like the ball started to roll when I started to invest. Everything took off after 4, 5, 6 months. It does take a while, I will say. Oh, I'm a little thirsty. It does take a while for things to get rolling, but when they do, your portfolios just keep on growing. They keep on growing because you have more capital. Well, if you're investing in the stock market, then I actually use my dividends that I get from my dividend stocks. I use my dividends to buy more cryptocurrency. So you can see how it just keeps on going and going and going. If you keep on investing, you're going to keep on having returns. And the same thing does happen in the stock market, but you literally have to have like $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 invested into the stock market to have like a steady stream of dividend income or a growth stock if you're investing in blue chip stocks. So it actually does take a lot more capital to see a larger return in the stock market. That is one of the main reasons that I am heavily invested into cryptocurrency, because the stock market does not give you 50%. I will take that back. Shout out to AMC, Apes, and my AMC holders. Shout out to you guys. I have been steadily diamond handing my AMC, and AMC has literally given me over a 400% return only because I was buying AMC at $8, and I knew that these meme stocks and meme cryptocurrencies were going to rip. And they did. I bought Workhorse. Workhorse is ripping. I bought AMC at $10. AMC is ripping, still above $50. I was in Nokia, but I actually did liquidate my position for Nokia at a loss, and then Nokia made it back up to $5, and I'm like, okay, Nokia, when I was holding you for like 2 months, I think it was, Noke was not moving. Noke was just like from the grave, and I sold my Noke. Noke is back up to five something dollars. BlackBerry, you know, all these meme stocks actually do have good companies behind them. It's just when the pandemic and everything had started, it really shut down the business and cash flow of a lot of these companies. But I do still see investing into these stocks is a good play for the long term, even if it is just for a short-term swing trade. But yes, I'm so happy to invest in my meme stocks, my meme cryptocurrency, DogeCoin. I said I might buy Shiba Inu. I have been looking at the charts. I saw Shiba Inu drop to, what is it, like 0.00005. It was at that 5 cents support area, and now it's bounced all the way back up to 8. So it was at like 0.00. Let me look it up. I have it on Voyager here. So I've been looking at the chart for Shiba Inu, and I honestly cannot lie. Like, it's looking pretty steady. It's stable. Shiba Inu is not. It's not a bad investment. I know it's crazy for me to say that because it's like a meme of a meme. Shiba Inu is a fork off of DogeCoin, trying to imitate the gains of DogeCoin. But had you bought in Shiba Inu at 0.000005 and now it's at 0.008, you would have been up on your investment, and that's just crazy to think about. That's really crazy to think about. It's holding steady. So because, and only because, I'm invested into DogeCoin, the meme crypto, and no one, well, the big players in the crypto market don't see meme cryptocurrencies as good plays, then I'm actually considering purchasing Shiba Inu. And it doesn't take a lot. You can buy like $10 and you get like 1 million tokens. Yes, there's a much greater supply of Shiba Inu than DogeCoin and these other cryptocurrencies. But towards the swing trade, towards the quick gains from Shiba Inu, I think it is a nice trade. It is a nice play. If you are familiar with trading cryptocurrency, Shiba Inu is definitely something to hop on because it looks as though it might take off. And just with the momentum, I only say that because just with the momentum of the meme moment we're having with AMC and DogeCoin and all these meme stocks and meme cryptocurrencies, we're having a movement. I honestly think that things are changing, and you know, NFTs selling for millions of dollars. Why can't DogeCoin make it back up to 50 cents, 75 cents, $1, DogeCoin to $1? I can see DogeCoin making $1. My initial price projection, and this is truly, truly something, because if you were watching my videos back in February and March and even January, everyone kept asking me, where do you think DogeCoin is going? How much do you think DogeCoin will hit? And I said, I fully remember saying this. You can actually check back on the videos and find out where I said this. I have made so many now, I don't remember which video it was. But I said, I think DogeCoin will make 25 to 35 cents. DogeCoin made 74 cents. Okay, DogeCoin made it to 74 cents. And then now, it's just so funny because now DogeCoin is exactly where I predicted it. It is exactly at 25 to 35 cents. And now that we have found consolidation after having a correction from the all-time high, we can get ready for the next leg up, the next leg forward. And that is due in part of Bitcoin toppling $60,000. I do see Bitcoin, well, you don't even have to say you're going to see. Bitcoin is going to make well over $100,000. So purchasing Bitcoin right now at a third of what it's going to be in the next few years, Bitcoin is a steal. Bitcoin is at perfect price levels. I was initially started purchasing Bitcoin at $20,000. I saw Bitcoin at $18,000. It's crazy because when I look back at it now, everyone says this, when I look back at it now and one Bitcoin was $18,000, $20,000, and then up to $64,000, you're like, oh, well, I wish I could have stacked my Satoshis back at 20,000. And I fully remember purchasing my first $10 of Bitcoin when Bitcoin was around $20,000. And, you know, the money started to move. I was like, oh, this is interesting. You know, my money's not just staying the same. I'm actually gaining more value from my monetary energy. When you put your monetary energy into the crypto market, it gives back to you. Putting your money in the bank, you do have some very small APR and APY, whatever it's called, APY, I think it is, annual percentage yield. It's a very small APY if you are just leaving your money in the bank. They give you like 0.5, 0.05. Cryptocurrency with DeFi, with staking, it is exponentially greater returns investing in cryptocurrency and staking. I mentioned that plenty of times. If you are holding a large amount of cryptocurrency, that it is it's a no-brainer basically to stake your cryptocurrency. It's basically like if you're investing in the stock market and you're holding dividend stocks, like I'm holding dividend stocks, then they pay you dividends. So staking, they pay you dividends in the same cryptocurrency. So if you're holding a Cosmos Atom, they pay you more Cosmos. If you're holding Cardano, you can stake your Cardano. Still over 70% of Cardano is staked, which is crazy. That is a large amount of Cardano that is currently being staked and not being utilized. It's not on the open exchange for people to trade and, you know, just trade back and forth. So there's a lot of Cardano that's locked up. And Ethereum, you can stake your Ethereum. The Ethereum 2.0, when it actually rolls out, when Vitalik finally decides to come out with Ethereum 2.0, you actually have to own Ethereum beforehand to create Ethereum 2.0, which is pretty interesting. I'm actually staking my Ethereum at the moment, earning Ethereum 2.0. So when Ethereum 2.0 comes out, then the only people holding Ethereum 2.0 are the ones who were staking Ethereum, which is pretty crazy to think about, you know. And so you have to be staking your Ethereum in order to create Ethereum 2.0. So there's a lot happening in the crypto markets. As you can see, I have soaked in as much information as I possibly can, and I still don't have enough. It's funny to say because I've taken in all this information over 6 months, a little over 6 months, and I still have more to learn. It is an everyday process learning more about cryptocurrency. Excuse me. I wasn't prepared for today's live stream. We're doing good. We're doing really, really good. Bitcoin pushing 34.7 again. Pretty awesome. DogeCoin trying to tap 25.8. And excuse me. And the market is just looking good. The market is looking really good. As I stated, I just cannot seem to stop buying cryptocurrency. I upped my position in DogeCoin, of course. I was waiting for Ethereum to fall down, so I didn't purchase Ethereum at 1800. I missed that Ethereum pickup at 1800. Darn it! But I will just continue dollar cost averaging into Ethereum above 2,000 if we do stay above 2,000 for Ethereum. But we're looking very, very good. As I said, you really never know where the market is going to go, because one moment it can seem ultimately unbearable and you know, like things are just never going to turn back around, and then they do, and then you're going to be kicking yourself if you sold or if you're trading and the market just has a huge pump up. But even still, I think we will be trying really hard to get above $50,000 for Bitcoin. It's going to take some time, but if there's not too many paper hands, then we should have some nice price actions in the next few weeks. We are just a few days until July 1st is 3 days from now, I think. Yeah, it's the 28th. So July 1st is coming up. Interest payments for people who are staking their cryptocurrency. Interest payments are paid at the end and the beginning of each month. So we will see nice rallies up, due in part of people getting paid interest on their cryptocurrencies. All of these catalysts help to move the market forward. So I do see us having a nice pump, if not through this week. Into July, we will be having pretty nice price actions. Bitcoin is trying to recapture $35,000, holding at 34,800. DogeCoin back at 25.85. Might be trying to push back to 26 cents for DogeCoin. is going to take a little bit of time, though. You have to be patient. Very, very patient. I have been patient, though, with DogeCoin. It's investing at 1 cent. You can tell that I was quite patient to wait until 50 cents to actually liquidate some of my position. Ultimately, buying back in my position again because I just love DogeCoin so much, and I know where cryptocurrency is going. I know where cryptocurrency is going. It's going a lot further than where we currently are. Alright, DogeCoin trying to make it green on the day again. We're just a couple fractions away from going green on the day again. Thank you guys for the likes. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. Hitting that like button. Be sure to share the video too for anyone who is loving DogeCoin and loving the crypto market. I definitely fell in love with the crypto market. I don't need anything but cryptocurrency. Like, it just makes me so happy every single day, even when I'm feeling down, and I look at my portfolio. It just brings a smile to my face. It just it makes me happy to know that if you set your mind to something, you truly can achieve it. And I know everyone says that, you know, if you try hard, you can really do this. But it's so true. It's so true. If you just apply yourself, take that 15 minutes, take that 20 minutes out of a day to read an article, to, you know, search about a particular cryptocurrency that you're investing in. You know, just taking a small amount of time to gain more knowledge. And it's never a bad thing to gain more knowledge, but just taking that small amount of time, it goes a long way. It goes a long way, because you might hear something from someone, and you know, it ends up being successful. Or the same thing goes true with AMC. Had you been buying AMC, had you been applying yourself, well, I'm not saying that you had to wake up 6:30 every morning to watch the stock market, but yes, I would get up every single morning at 6:30 with the stock market open. I would watch my stocks. I would hope for a return, for something to start running, and you know, I can make some nice gains on my investment. But you know, it's just so slow. The stock market is so slow. It doesn't move. It doesn't give you returns fast enough. So then I started investing into meme stocks, and I found AMC. I was watching these stock YouTubers talking about AMC at $5, at $8. I'm like, oh, this stock isn't going to go anywhere. But funny enough, I was buying shares. I was saying in the back of my head, oh, this stock isn't going to go anywhere. But then I was just buying shares. I was continually buying shares of AMC at $8, $5. I still have an average cost of $10 for AMC. And it just, all I'm saying is that applying yourself for a small amount of time. You don't have to wake up at 6:30 and watch the stock market every day, but just applying yourself for that small amount of time, it does pay off, because hearing about DogeCoin, hearing about Shiba Inu, you know, a couple months down the road, it actually may become successful, which is just pretty crazy. keeping vigilant and patient to what's going on around you is the most important. Very, very important. Wow, V-Chain with the blast off. V-Chain is just on a tear right now. It's tapping at 820 for V-Chain. Wow, just looking good. I am invested into V-Chain. V-Chain is another one of those, how do you say, dividend cryptocurrencies. So if you're holding V-Chain, you actually get paid out VThor token. So you don't get paid out V-Chain for holding V-Chain. I know most cryptocurrencies you do get paid out the same cryptocurrency, but V-Chain you actually get paid out VThor. And what the VThor token is, it's basically like the gas fees, how Ethereum has gas fees. VThor token is like the gas fees for V-Chain. So I am holding V-Chain. I stacked up a couple thousand V-Chain actually when we were at like 13 cents. So I paid a little more for my V-Chain than it's currently worth at the moment. But I initially found V-Chain at 7 cents. So I started investing in the V-Chain at 7 cents. So that initial investment, I'm still up on, my V-Chain investment from buying it at 7 cents. And then me buying at 13 cents, I'm a little bit down on that. But then me dollar cost averaging back in, now it got my average cost down to around 8 cents. So I'm right at the cusp of breaking even for V-Chain. But yeah, I do have a couple thousand V-Chain. I still have over 10,000 DogeCoin, which is crazy. It's for a lot of DogeCoin holders, 10,000 DogeCoin is a small amount. Okay, when DogeCoin was 5 cents and a penny, you could get thousands of DogeCoin for a couple $100s. And I was not putting in a couple $100s into DogeCoin. I was putting in $20, $50. I did make it to $100, and then, DogeCoin started to move. So then when I actually allocated all of my assets into Bitcoin, I wasn't going to sell my Bitcoin to buy more DogeCoin. But had I sold my Bitcoin in that moment, Bitcoin was actually at like 55,000 or 40,000. Had I sold my Bitcoin in that moment, bought DogeCoin, I would have like quadrupled my money, like even more, just an even larger amount. Only because I was not, only because I was not heavily invested into DogeCoin at that time of 5 cents, which I should have been. I definitely should have been buying as much DogeCoin as I possibly could, but you never know. You never know where these projects are going to go, and that's why dollar cost averaging is the best thing you can do. All right. We have recaptured $35,100 for Bitcoin. DogeCoin, I do believe, is at 26 cents. We are right below this resistance area of 26 cents at 25.95. And oh my goodness, I'm not having it today on this stream. I do apologize. I have been hydrating though. I think it's because it's like been so hot, so I'm like dehydrated. Like I can't talk because I'm so dehydrated. But I've been drinking liquids, so I've been drinking water and keeping myself hydrated. Maybe I'm just a little bit more thirsty than I anticipated. Yes, I still have my She Wants the D picture up. She wants the Doge. I do want the Doge. I love Doge. When I found the D, it was just, it was liberating. It was liberating having that D in my hand, DogeCoin. And investing into DogeCoin has changed my investment outlook by a lot. It just, it opened my eyes up to what can be possible. Investing in the stock market definitely does take years. It takes 2, 3, 5, 10 years to see the kinds of returns that you see in the crypto markets. It's funny when stock traders talk about a 20% return in the stock market, but then you have a 50%, a 75% return in cryptocurrency, and it's just it's funny sometimes because you're waiting for those dinosaur dividends to pop up in your portfolio from the stock market, but cryptocurrency is like growth stocks. You can think of cryptocurrency, if you do hold stocks, I do urge you to have that diversification. If you are investing, you want to hold stocks as well. Have as much exposure to the market as you can. So I hold stocks. My dividend stocks, it just takes forever. You know, I do get dividends every single month because I do hold monthly dividends. But you can think of cryptocurrency as growth stocks. Some are dividend stocks and they pay you dividends for holding that cryptocurrency, staking. But cryptocurrency is just like investing in big tech, investing in blue chip stocks. You are investing on that price going up. You are investing for the long-term returns of your investment. And that is what cryptocurrency is. It is the growth of your investment in the market. So that is why I say do not hesitate to pull out of your position in any moment if you are up by a large amount. It's a smart thing to do, to pull out of your position just a small amount. You know, it doesn't take your entire position. You don't have to sell your entire position, but take your profits along the way. It's very, very important. Yes, cryptocurrency is like growth stocks. So you're going to have a lot of growth investing into the crypto market from now, and being patient with that. You don't have to be as patient from the stock market, 5, 10, 20-year investment, which is just crazy. It's good to invest that long and hold stocks for that long, but for the return, you do not get that kind of return unless you are investing into cryptocurrency. And it is still a new asset. We have to remember that cryptocurrency is still in its beginning stages. The trials and tribulations of cryptocurrency haven't played out quite yet, but we are seeing the mass adoption happening. Countries, central banks, you now have Bitcoin ATMs and cryptocurrency ATMs, so you can exchange your dirty fiat to buy cryptocurrency. So all of these things being implemented with technology, gaming gaming platforms is going to be something that I'm very interested in. I'm invested into some gaming stocks. Super League Gaming is one of them. Roblox. There's a few others. I can't think of them right now, but I'm investing into gaming stocks. All of these stocks, electric vehicle stocks, Tesla, Workhorse, SPCE, Virgin Galactic just did crazy. Like there's so many money making opportunities in the market, and you do not want to restrict yourself. Do not restrict yourself from making money. You want to make as much money as you possibly can. So have that exposure, have that diversity in your portfolio, and you will see very, very nice returns. So overall for today's live stream, we're doing good. Bitcoin is still having a hard time at $35,000. I do think once we capture $35,000, it's going to look really nice. Really, really nice. We have yet to get over that $35,000 region, but when we do, DogeCoin should pop back over 30 cents. We tried 28, we tried to push through 30 cents, and that is our next region. So, today is Monday. And my next live stream is on Wednesday. Closing things out. If you do not have your tickets, it is not too late to get on the DogeCoin train. We still have a long way to go. So dollar cost average, HODL, and wait until we take off. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys very, very soon.